Dear friends, welcome to my video. In this video, we'll see how to create a voice control image recognition Android app which uses AI ML toolkit from Google. So let's begin. We create a new project. You can name this project anything, voice based image recognition app. Yeah, and rest of things I'll leave it as it is. Click finish and wait for the environment to load. In the meantime, I'll just show you most of the parts of the code I'll take from this, where I have already shown in this particular uh, tutorial how to make a voice based personal assistant app. So many parts I'll take from here. However, the image recognition part I'll implement in this particular app. So let the environment load. It may take a while. Once the environment loads, first thing what I'll do is I'll set up my Gradle file. So most of the things are fine. The only thing I'll need is to do a new implementation. I'll do one thing. I'll just copy paste one of these, Control V, and I'll remove the middle part and I'll add what I need. So no. Yeah. So what I need is com.google.matlab ML kit, which is machine learning kit, and in this what you can do is use this image labeling 17.0.8. Yeah, this particular one I think we can use it. Once you have it, you have to just click on sync now and wait for it to load. Once this is created, what I'll do is I'll also create an asset folder where I'll put few of the images up front so that I can use that in my application. So just go to here in main and right click, and you can go to new directory and then type assets. Yeah, and double click. So it will create an assets folder, and now we can place any files in this. I have downloaded few images. I'll just quickly go to my download folder. So say for example, finger, flowers, different flower, butterfly. I'll do one thing. I'll just copy a couple of images from here and come here and Control V, click on OK, and if you expand, you'll see both those images have come here. Perfect. Now you can minimize this. Even we can change back to Android if you want, and make it smaller. It's no more required. And let's go to the first let's go to the manifest file quickly, because we'll be using the voice based thing, right? So we may need the permission to record audio. I think that should be something. We can have internet permission also, but I don't think that's mandatory. And in the Java code, first and foremost thing what I'll do is I will seek the permission from the end user for the record audio. At least I need because that's not an implicitly given permission. So over here, what I can do is record audio, and then press Alt Enter so that it can import the required library over here. And over here, we just type package manager permission granted. Perfect. So once we have it, what I can do it now, I'll go to the layout first and try to complete my layout. So this is the layout. So by default it gives a text view. So this I think I'll keep it as it is. The only thing I'll do is I'll give it some ID so that I can access it in my code as well, and also increase its size to say 34 so that we can visualize it in a much bigger frame. Yeah. Apart from this, I'll put a button to start the operations, whatever. Yeah. So I'll just click and name it as start the recognition or image recognition. Start image recognition, not the image recognition. Of course, we should hard code this string, but just this is a demo video, so I'm just making it like that. And over here, you can just make two image views, one, two. So this will be like a for the initial display of the images what we will have. And yeah, and in our this app, we'll see how we can use this our voice to identify these things. So image one, and I can give some constraints. I'm not sure why this one didn't come. I think I should have pressed enter. Yeah, refactor, of course. and this is by default image 2, so that's fine. Just give some constraints and then I think we're good to go. You can just make it a little bit up. Perfect. I'll go to the Java code and I'll start the coding over here. But before that, I'll do one thing. I'll start my emulator also in parallel. Sorry, yeah. Okay. Before I get into the code, as I told, like many of the part of the code, I'll just use from here. So why not to? Oh yeah, better to copy the part which I really intend to use from this side, and then update the parts which I want to get newly created over here. So definitely I'll need speech recognizer, text to speech, and all those things I'll need in this one also. Apart from this, what else I'll need is I'll need the image view. So image view 1 and image view 2, because we will be needing, I think I should have, sorry, I image view, and normally I start my variables with a small letter following the camel case. Yeah, perfect. And on the right hand side I can see, although my app has started but closing also, I'm not sure why. So yeah, while using the app, just click on that. Okay, so app has come up. So okay, for the time being I'll just minimize all these things and focus on the coding part. So let me first complete this part quickly. Find view by id, r.id dot text view, and what else I need is for image view also, one by one for both. Find view by id, r.id dot image view 1, just change it to 2. Yeah, so all my widgets have a local variable now. Also I'll do one thing, I'll create a method public void button start recognition. It should be having capital V I E to view. Yeah, and now I'll go back to my layout quickly so that I can associate this button on click attribute to the method just now we defined. Perfect. I will come back to the Java code. So now this method is pointing to my button on click. That's fine. Now I can proceed. So first I'll complete the image view part so that I can display whatever is in the image view. So I'll do one more thing. I'll create two bitmaps. So bitmap 1 and bitmap 2 respectively for both the images. And now over here, let me create something called input stream, and input stream 1 should be, I think what I can do is there's some get assets dot open, and here I have to give the file name of the assets. So there was one was flower dot jpg, and the other one was control C control V, and this one I can name it as input stream 2, and the other file name was finger. I remember that. We can also go back and quickly check if really required. So if I expand this, one is finger.jpg and another one is flower.jpg, and I'll switch back to Android. Okay, so there is some error. I think it's asking me to surround it by try catch. So I can do one thing. Wait a minute. I will just, yeah, surround it by try catch, and I'll put this also control X control V over here. But I may need these variables outside of this subroutine. But let's see. So now I will need this bitmap 1 and bitmap factory, I guess. Yeah, and decode from stream. Yeah, this is the option I was looking for. Input stream 1 is for the first one, and similarly to is for the second one, which is basically bitmap 2. And once I have it, then I can just populate set image bitmap 1, and I can do the same thing for control C control V for 2. Yeah, perfect. So now my image part has been taken care. So if I rerun the code, I should be able to see now the images in this both image view 1 and image view 2 in the layout. Now I can proceed further in parallel. Okay, so the app is also coming up. On the right hand side, yeah, perfect. So this is what, so flower, and this has come up. Now we have to take care of the voice part. So in the voice part there are two parts. One is the my voice recognition, which will be done by speech recognizer, and one is the text to speech, which is like the output given from the app itself in the voice base. So let me quickly go back to my this particular code, and over here what I'll do is I'll copy paste or I'll reuse some part, which is basically, okay, one is the intent. So I'll first start with this part. So I think I can copy this as it is, right from text to speech to intent. Yeah. So if I come here, so this is like the part for, okay, press alt enter so that required libraries can be included. So over here, this intent we define as a class variable over here, and what we are doing is we are creating the text to speech variable. We are initializing it, and then we are creating the right respective intent for that. So intent will be used for the recognition part. So I'll go back to my code here. Yeah, and now I'll copy paste or reuse the earlier part, other part. So let's go. Let me do one thing. So after intent, we need to initialize our speech recognizer and put the new recognition listener, and it will create all the required methods. So only method what we need is the on results method over here, and over here also we can copy or, yeah, this part of the code as it is. Mostly it should be fine. We may have to do few changes. Say for example, the variable name has changed from results to bundle. We can reuse that, and that's all, I guess. Instead of equals, I can put contains, and I don't think I need this create method. I will come to this as to do. Okay, and here what I'll do is I'll modify the logic a bit. Say for example, there are two images, right? So I'll use the keywords as first, as if this part I'll reuse string contains instead of first, say for example second image, and otherwise else. Yeah, I'll complete this part shortly. So let me quickly proceed with the other part of the code. So more or less we are done here, and the only thing which is left is we can trigger, or we can start our functionality by in this button instead of I think I can reuse this part. So please tell me how can I help you, and it starts, it waits for around 3 seconds before listening back over here. Perfect. Now what I'll need is I'll need to create a couple of methods where it can recognize the image. So I'll do one thing. I'll create a private void. Okay, first image recognition. No, I don't think I need anything view because it's a new private method. And over here I'll need something called as image labeler. This is a part of the ML kit what we defined earlier. So yeah, image labeler, and this will be image dot get client dot get client, and this will return the image labeler part. And but we may have to define the options what we need. So we can leave it as default options. I am pretty sure there will be an option. I think it's not nullable, so I have to give something. So I'll do one thing. Image labeler options dot, yeah, this is what I was looking for precisely. And once I have it, then we can define the input image. Input stream we already have, so but what I can define is input image, and input image could be input image from bitmap. Yeah, this is what we can reuse. And here the bitmap one, because this is for the first image, and rotation could be 0. We don't need a rotation, and that's all, I guess. So once we have our image and label, then we can do one thing is we can just quickly process it. So we can say image label dot process, and over here we can use a second one where we give the input image and then add a listener. So add on successful listener, this part we can add, where if it's successful, new on success listener. So gives me a method, and whatever successful, when it becomes successful, we can do whatever we want to do in this particular method. So in this particular method, what we can do is we can first display something like, say for example, so here the question will be first, please let me know how can I help you, and say for example if the question is identify the first image or something like that, so the response could be sure, the first image is, and we can take the image from the image labels whatever is written here, but this will return a list of the images what it thinks, so we can take the first one and then get the text out of it what is trying to identify. Then that's all, I guess. And we can also, yeah, of course, this is for the printing part. Now we have to also speak up, so we can change it into this speak, and character sequence could be the first part itself, the same thing. I'll just copy paste as it is, or you can create a local string variable also. Oh, I'll do that, that's a better approach. In fact, string uh, image recognized, something like that, yeah. Control there, yeah. And then I can use this string as a variable because that's a better approach here also and here also. That's all. I think I have to give the other parameters here, which I can do one thing. I can just copy paste this part, control C, control V. So this is for the first part. Okay, I will also have to do one thing, that here in this first I have to call this particular method. I'll do this for the second one also. Like if it's the second image, then, and the only thing I have to change is the method name from first to whatever name you can give, like second, and rest of things remains as it is. The only thing is we have to change it from bitmap 1 to bitmap 2 over here, and I think that's all. The rest of things remains as it is, and we can call this method in this second part. And if none of these are matching, then what we can do is we can prompt something like a sorry message or something. But I'll do one thing, I'll just copy paste this template because this is very nicely over here, and I'll say sorry, couldn't understand, please try again, please try again. Okay, so that's, and then after a few seconds it will wait and it will again ask the user to give its input, and it will go in the loop over here. So I think that's all. Let me rerun and see if it works. So emulator has come up. Before I go ahead with the testing, I'll do show one thing. Go to this extended controls. It will open a new window. So go to this window. It may not come up on its own on top. So if it doesn't come, it will open as a new window. Oh, please note. So go here, and in this microphone, just enable this, especially this third part where it says virtual microphone. Uses the host audio input. So it should make sure, since we are testing on emulator, it should be able to connect to the audio input of my machine or laptop basically. Okay, so
Please tell me, how can I help you?
Please tell me, how can I help you? Perfect. So it says please tell me how can I help you, and okay, I said something, I'm not sure if it's able to record.
Sorry, couldn't understand. Please try again.
Couldn't understand, please try again. Something is happening. I could have done one more thing. Wait a minute. Over here also, I'll do one thing. I'll just copy paste this part. Uh, no, 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 no. Yeah, text to view, Control C, and because I'll print this whatever it speaks, it's better to print that as well so that the user can see what it's speaking. Okay, I could have again created a local variable, but that's fine for now. And let's see how it comes up. So I'm rerunning the code. It came up. If I press this button
Please tell
first,
me,
I'm
how can
expecting
I
to
help
print
you?
this. Please tell me, how can I help you? Can you identify the first image?
Sorry, couldn't understand. Please
Sorry,
try
couldn't
again.
understand. Please try again. Okay, here again. Okay, first of all, first it took forest, that's why it couldn't identify. But I'll do one thing. I'll also put a text to view over here. It's always good to print also what is speaking so that the end user is really comfortable in seeing one by one. I'm pretty sure this time it should work very decently. Okay, and now
Please
I'm
tell
going to
me, how
start
can I
and
help
see.
you?
Please tell me, how can I help you? Can you identify second image?
Sure, the second image is skin.
Sure, the second image is skin. Oh wow, perfect. So this time, if you have noticed, it was able to take my input very nicely and it identifies the second input. I'll
Please tell me, how can I help
redo this.
you?
Please tell me, how can I help you? Can you please identify first image?
Sure, the first image is petal.
Sure, the first image is petal. Perfect. So this time it was able to identify. So now let me give some
Please tell me,
erroneous
how can I help
input.
you?
Please tell me, how can I help you? Can you identify third image?
Sorry, couldn't understand. Please try
Sorry,
again.
couldn't understand. Please try again. Perfect. That's what you intended, right? The only issue I'm seeing over here is being too fast, like it's not able to print whatever I'm giving the input. So I can do one thing. Wait a minute. I can give a very small pause, not a long pause over here after it prints. So not of 3 seconds, but say for example for 1 second to see what's my output over here. So let me rerun it and see how it comes up.
Please tell me, how can I help you?
Please tell me, how can I help you? Can you tell me what is the second image?
Sure, the second image is skin.
Sure, the second image is skin. Perfect. So I'm going to see if you took a note for a second or for a moment, it came my input in the text form as well. And yeah, after that it's of course printed. It's identified as a skin. I think that's the most likely hood of this particular image. But yeah, we can
Please
now go
tell
for the
me,
first
how
image.
can I help you?
Please tell me, how can I help you? What is the first image?
Sure, the first image is petal.
Sure, the first image is petal. Perfect. So that's all. I wanted to show you that you can create. Of course, you can enhance it for more sophisticated images, videos, and all. But it's very easy. Like you can create a this app where you can just interact with it, and it will tell you. It will identify the images and all. I can do one more thing in this assets. I can add one more, or let us two more. Control C, control two more images, flower one and butterfly, and let's see what it says for this time for flower one and JPG. Butterfly. I'll just change from flower to flower one and this one to butterfly, and let's see how it comes up. I'll rerun it and we'll see the what it says about these two particular images. Perfect. So it's able to get the flower and butterfly. So I'll
Please tell
first
me,
start.
how can I help you?
Please tell me, how can I help you? Could you tell me what is the first image?
Sure, the first image is petal.
Sure,
the first image is petal.
Okay, it is still sticking to petal. I was expecting a flower as the output.
Please
Let
tell
me see
me,
what it
how
says
can I
for the
help
second
you?
image.
Please tell me, how can I help you?
Hey, hey, what's the third image?
Sorry, couldn't understand. Please try
Sorry,
again.
couldn't understand. Please try again.
What is the second image?
Please tell me, how can I help you?
Please tell me, how can I help you?
What is the second image?
Sure, the second image is insect.
Sure, the second image is insect.
Okay, I was expecting it to answer butterfly, but yeah, it's not that accurate. But that's what Google provides in its library. But more or less, at least it provides some answer, right? Or close to that. Moreover, what you can also do is you can, instead of taking this output over here in terms of, say, for example, image labeler, the first one you can try with the second output or something like that. Also, so okay, I can try this right away. Instead of taking the first, let me see what it returns. If I take the second output for the first image, which is basically flower, so it's saying it as a petal. Now let's see what it says. Hey, what's the first image?
Sure, the first image is flower.
Sure, the first image is flower.
Ah, okay. Now it's identifying it correctly. I'll do the same thing for the second image also. Instead of taking it at 0th, I think I should go for the first input, which is the second input basically in that list.
Please tell me, how can I help you?
Please tell me, how can I help you?
Can you identify the second image?
Sure, the second image is petal.
Sure, the second image is petal.
Okay, no, I give up. I was expecting to identify it as a butterfly. Anyway, so it will give you a list of, I am not sure how up to how many, but yeah, 3 4 images definitely it will give you a list, so you can use the zeroth of first one. So that's all I wanted to show you in this short video. That how easy it is to create your own voice-based image recognition app, Android app. I hope this video is useful to you. If you have any questions or suggestions, then please put in the comment section below. And if you like this video, then please subscribe. Also, thank you.